Chris Niebauer, No Self, No Problem, How Neuropsychology is Catching Up to Buddhism. Embark on a captivating journey exploring the fascinating connections between neuropsychology and Buddhism, as delineated in Chris Niebauer's No Self, No Problem. This book summary will reveal the elusive concept of the self, drawing from neuroscience, which struggles to locate a self-center within the human brain, and Buddhist teachings, which proclaim self as an illusion. Discover how the left brain's constant interpretations and pattern-seeking contribute to our perception, and how by tapping into our right brain consciousness, we might find balance and peace.
The illusion of self. The concept of selfhood is a convincing yet illusory construct that causes mental suffering. Neuroscience confirms that despite mapping the mind onto the brain, there's no physical center for the self. For centuries, Buddhism and Taoism have taught that selfhood is an illusion, a belief reinforced by modern science. This summary takes a closer look at how the illusion of self is created and explores how belief in selfhood causes mental suffering. The split brain studies. In the 1960s, a surgery was conducted that severed the corpus callosum, a bundle of fibers connecting both sides of the brain. This led to the creation of split brain patients whose left and right brains no longer communicated. Researchers could then isolate the functions of each side of the brain, and they found that the left brain acted as an interpreter that produced explanations and reasons regularly incorrect. The split brain studies proved that all sensory information from the left side of the body is processed by the right side of the brain, and vice versa. The tool of language. Language is a powerful tool that we use to navigate reality by categorizing objects and abstractions with names. However, it's important to understand that these categories and names are created by society and exist only in the mind. Language can sometimes trick us into believing that the names of things represent their true essence. This is where self-awareness plays a crucial role. By questioning our own categorization of reality, we can start to shed light on the elusive nature of our self-identity and the abstract illusions created by language. The left brain is responsible for language and categorization, but we must remember to use language as a tool and not the other way around. Decoding the brain's powerful pattern-making ability. The brain's ability to recognize and create patterns is crucial to language, categorization, and our perception of reality. However, this ability can also lead to unnecessary suffering when we assign patterns to random information or situations. Our brains can create patterns even when they don't exist, as shown in the famous ink blot test. This can be harmful when we assign false patterns to our experiences, leading to negative emotions. It's important to remember that patterns exist only in our minds and to recognize when they may not reflect reality. The power of the right brain. The left brain is responsible for language, interpreting reality, and creating the illusion of a stable self. However, approaching the world with the right brain can lead to a sense of oneness, peace, and mindfulness. Neuroanatomist Dr. Jill Bolt Taylor experienced this firsthand after a stroke disabled her left brain. She realized that everyone is capable of striking a balance between the left and right brain and that the world would benefit from more right brain awareness. In the next part, we'll explore how to tap into the power of the right brain. Understanding right brain consciousness. Right brain consciousness is challenging to discuss because language is a left brain function. However, to understand it, we need to experience it. The right brain is responsible for non-language-based activities such as spatial awareness and movement. Practicing yoga and meditation allows us to tap into our right brain consciousness, which is an experience that is difficult to articulate in words. Rather than being unconscious, this experience is incredibly conscious, yet challenging to describe. The power of intuition. The right brain has other non-conscious abilities aside from spatial awareness. One of these is intuition, which left brain dominant individuals tend to disregard. Science has yet to explain the mechanics of intuition, but recent studies reveal that the intuitive right brain makes better decisions than the left brain. Participants in a card game study showed that their right brain sensed the risk involved earlier than their conscious left brain. The right brain then sends this information by way of an inspiration or gut feeling, which the left brain can't explain but should listen to. Accessing right brain consciousness. Zen Buddhism's teaching of Prajnaparamita highlights knowledge that transcends language. The right brain is believed to be the only part of the brain capable of fully understanding this teaching. Practicing compassion and gratitude can help tap into right brain consciousness. Compassion is the ability to see others as potentially ourselves and is where feelings of compassion reside. Gratitude makes the right brain more active and stimulates gray matter. By cultivating compassion and gratitude, we can align ourselves with our right brain and experience less stress and mental pain. It is essential to understand that the left brain generates interpretations that cause suffering.
In conclusion, No Self, No Problem invites us to reevaluate our understanding of the self as shaped by our left brain functions, and consider the wisdom of Buddhist teachings that emphasize a non-language-based knowledge. By exploring Dr. Taylor's insights on balancing left brain and right brain thinking, we gain practical suggestions to enrich our lives. Techniques such as yoga, meditation, compassion, and gratitude enable us to tap into our right brain consciousness, fostering a deeper sense of wholeness and contentment. As we integrate these practices into our daily lives, we move towards a more balanced, mindful, and fulfilling existence.